Yo. Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. I'm one of four hosts, one of four moderators that make up this podcast called Imperfect Sense. I go by the name of Eric E., Mr. Dawson, whatever it is you call me. Please do not call me a midget. And to the left of me, I'm going to go ahead and let people introduce themselves today because I'm not. Introduce yourself, brother.
They already know, man. Talk to him. Man, Conway, a.k.a. man, hat over my eyes. You heard me?
The one controlling the boards in the background. Please state the people who you are, please.
I'm just Andy.
Just Andy.
Hat over my eyes.
Just Andy. And
yes. Eric Maurice, on my spiritual journey, at some point, y'all going to be calling me 37.
Honorable.
37. The numbers are spiritual numbers. They taking this stuff for a joke because his life is a joke. So he's taking everything for a joke.
37, cuz.
There you go, man.
How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, King. Doing good.
Everybody mental's great.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good week.
Living my life like
I had a horrible week and a half. You know what I mean? Just to be transparent and honest.
And your friend's family,
Lost a lot of people over the last little over a week. 4 to be exact. A lot of funerals, 2 more coming up. Yeah. Candlelight vigil today.
Shit real.
Rest in peace to all of them.
Yeah, rest in peace.
King.
Willie, Greg, Sammy, Phil, condolences to your family. It's not for me to say what these brothers passed from. That's their family's business, but they're no longer with us, and they all left behind children. And it's tough. It's tough. So my mental has been off, and actually coming in here with y'all, laughing and kicking it, is very much therapeutic for me. You know what I mean?
That's why I gave you a spiritual number.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Last time we heard it, Hov was saying 444.
No.
Yo.
It's a no for me.
Yo, you are 444.
No, my name is Eric.
Eric
the Heathen.
Eric,
that's fine.
Eric 444.
Okay. Yeah. See, since y'all want to get into these numbers, look, just go ahead and tell them about your number.
Just
get it out the way.
I'll tell it.
Mine is 217.
Just get it out the way.
I'm officially changing the 18 to the Almighty. There we go.
And I'm officially called 911 in this bitch. If y'all don't shut the fuck up, get all y'all out of here. Get all y'all fucking admitted. Like all of y'all. Like
there's nothing about admission. Like I'm gonna say what it means when I legally decide to get my name changed.
When you legally decide. Yeah. That's your personal business.
Thank you.
Whatever you do, you
my
do.
First
I have
name
no
is
judgment in it.
TWO. Middle name is ONE. Last name SEVEN. Hey, y'all motherfuckers gonna call me that.
Why are you here today? Why are you here?
You know there was originally 15 commandments, but Moses dropped them.
I'm gonna just leave it alone. It's time to pod, man. So everybody mental's good. We good.
Yeah, we good.
A lot happening in the world. And if it's your first time, if you want to listen to Imperfect Sense, let me tell you a little bit about us, man. We 4 opinionated brothers. We talk about everybody. Nobody is off limits at all. Nobody's off limits because we talk about ourselves too. So if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, or politics, this is not the show for you. Like I said, nobody's off limits. We do not subscribe to cancel culture. If you do things in the public eye, we have the right to have a discussion about it, opinion about it. Like, that just is what it is. Yeah. If you don't want us to talk about it, keep it a private fucking matter. Mm-hmm. That's it. Period. We don't subscribe to none of that BS. Yeah. We talk about any and everybody, including ourselves. So, with that being said, like I said, there's been a lot going on in the world in the last couple weeks. A couple of incidents kind of coincide, kind of go together. We had the Aaron Rodgers incident with the COVID. Mm-hmm. We had Travis Scott incident at the concert,
which I don't understand,
and me either. I'm with you on that. And then we got this whole Kyle Rittenhouse shit, and the basis of this shit is when we talking about people in the world, and we especially on the internet, we need people to keep the same energy for the other side when shit happens.
Yeah,
because when my man Kyrie, let's start with Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets, came out publicly said, "Hey man, I ain't with that fucking vaccine shit." You know what I mean? That's your right.
That's his right.
That's your right. Yeah. You got your right.
What do.
But then you got somebody else who's a different skin color.
Of the Caucasus Mountains.
Of the Caucasus Mountains. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I'm immunized. I'm vaccinated. Told a bold-faced fucking lie, which put a lot more people in jeopardy versus Kyrie telling you, I'm just not coming around because I'm not doing it. Right. But the energy ain't the same for Aaron Rodgers. The backlash for Kyrie saying, hey, this is not what I want to do. So, and the media coming at him and coming at his neck for his honesty, like we all honest in this room. The energy ain't the same for Aaron Rodgers, man. It's just like a slap on the wrist. And I hate to make everything about fucking race, especially when it comes to us, but it's no other way to look at it.
And then on top of that, he lied about it.
Lied like a motherfucker.
He lied about it, but he's not gonna get that. I told people all the time, when you black, they putting you at the forefront of any controversy to keep making us look like, we the villains. Mm-hmm. Like it's all the time through media, TMZ, everybody. They show us more than anybody else. Far as you're concerned in any profession, it's not that many white people perfect if you look at media. You may get one or two people that may pop out in a 5-year period. You may get maybe three people that's exposed inside of media. Mm-hmm. But all year long, it's always us. Rather being a black woman or a black man, it's always us going through some form of controversy off of us just having a free choice to do what we feel. They think that because they pay you a lot of money, we own you, nigga.
Yeah.
Do what we tell you to do.
But that's because of us.
Because we fall right into the trap.
No. The media bash black people because we're the first ones to bash them.
And that's true.
Kyrie
that's true.
Said what he said. Mm-hmm. I seen
Stephen A. Smith.
Number one.
Seen a bunch of his fucking
He be walking the fence, man.
Basketball homies. I seen a bunch of the black basketball legends. Like, you don't care about your family, you don't care about your friends, you don't care about your team, you don't want to do this, or you gonna be broke. They already downsized it. When he said it on Twitter. He didn't say it to a fucking promoter or nothing like that. Right. The first fucking joint was Stephen A. Smith going on Twitter responding. Mm-hmm. Then next thing you know, it was all the black fucking players and all that.
And you know why? He said because he's the head of black sports media.
But not only that, right. Kyrie is he's on the president's board for the NBA.
Right.
But Stephen A.
But I'm talking about Kyrie is on the board of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. He's on the union board.
He's on the union board.
Okay.
But this the fucked up thing about it. You have people like, what's the white boy name that always get all the Wojciechowski? Okay. He let Kyrie be who he want to be. He can go trade him to another team that not asking for this.
Right.
You have other white motherfuckers like a Skip Bayless, like, well, shit, like, I mean, I understand that, but I don't think that he's disrespecting his family or his friends because we don't know what he talked to his friends and his family about. Right. Like, the narrative starts with us. We killed us first.
But that's the thing. But I want to know, even is that a trick within itself that we don't know about for a situation like that to happen, and it's a part of maybe somebody telling Stephen A. Smith
he's a clown.
No one tells him anything. Listen. Stephen A. Smith.
He's a puppet over there.
Stephen A. Smith said, "Whatever my boss want me to do, that's what I'm gonna do to get him money." Right. Now, if
you know who in charge of ESPN,
I get that
show is two black people.
Yeah, but
his boss is black people.
But here's the thing. Even though you see, that's the thing that I don't. That's where I look at things like this, like, and I know you not one side. I look at it like this. That's how they always been running game. Even at a regular workplace, the tool doesn't change. What they do is this. Okay, I want to control the rest of these niggas in here. And I'm just being real. I'm using the N-word today, but not in my personal life. I'm breaking it. I'm going to troll these niggas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the nigga everybody's scared of that got a big mouth. That's the guy who I'm going to make a manager.
The puppet.
He ain't worthy of being a manager, but I'm going to put him in charge. So whatever I need to do, I'm going to make him do it. And that's how I think that it is at these places, is that they got black people there just to do their dirty work. Because once a black person finally get in that position and able to elevate their family, that's when their morals and values come out. So it's going to be hard to turn down millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars and try to stay in who you are when you supporting your family and getting them out their situation.
Let me tell you. Hold on. I got to piggyback off what both of y'all said, but go ahead. I got to piggyback off that.
Because Stephen A. Smith is the highest paid sports announcer across the fucking board. ESPN, when they weren't trying to give him that deal, Fox was about to give him the deal, the same channel that fucking Uncle Shay Shay is on, and he say and do what the fuck he want to do. They was going to give him 2 times what fucking ESPN. Stephen A. Smith is a fucking a cluster of a fucking cornage. He's a cornerer. He's a corner. No one is making him say shit because he'll go on his own platform and do that same shit.
I'm not saying that they making him say no. I'm just saying that if they giving him the green light to go at him, and they saying this is what we want you to do, he doing it.
No,
he probably one of them people that
doing
say,
it because he feels in his soul.
Y'all just said the same.
I know exactly, but remember how, look at what, like I said, everybody don't look at things the same way. Like, for example, like look at Kodak Black. When they was asking him at the end of it, they were just like, Donald Trump is the one that set you free. He said, yeah. He said, and it's crazy. He said, because people think that I'm supposed to turn on the man who got me out of prison. He said, I still would have been there now. He said, I don't give a fuck about his point of views. That man let me free. Like, that man let me free. I will never talk bad about that man, regardless of what anybody that's black feels. He said, because that man got me out of prison. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said that Stephen A. Smith might feel like these motherfuckers putting this money in my pocket. That's changing my life. So I'm going to ride with whatever they need me to ride with.
Let me piggyback, because y'all both said the same thing in a different way, right? Now, on your side with Stephen A. Smith, I do believe he has the green light, right? But with you, he knows he got the green light and he got the biggest mouth. That's why I say I'm on the side of both of y'all, because it's like they're not going to stop him from shitting on a black man. You get what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck, because guess what?
It's not their people.
Exactly. It's not their people. But he does it because guess what? They cut him a big fucking check. And the funny thing about black people, the way we look at our morals and values, we still equate it with $1. We were just having a discussion the other day when I said, yo, it's easy for a celebrity to say, hey, yo, I'll stand on my morals and all this other shit, and I wouldn't do this and do that when you already financially set.
Exactly.
Like people, that's what I'm saying. People got to stop following these celebrities, man. Like, you got to do what's best for you. All these celebrities talking about what you shouldn't do, what you shouldn't have. Then guess what? If I shouldn't make a financial move that's going to benefit me and mine, guess what? Give me some of what you got. You know what I'm saying? Because your morals and standards, all that shit change when it comes to if you hungry.
Yeah.
All that shit changes when it comes. It's motherfuckers. It's a motherfucker. If you can, I could tell you right now.
Do you actually think niggas in the hood would be out there robbing, stealing, killing,
if they had the same?
If they had millions? No.
And that's still systemic shit. Because I'm gonna tell you like this.
Because probably you.
No. I'm gonna tell you about him. Let me tell you about him. He care about his daughters, right? He care about his daughters. He care about his daughters, right? Yeah. His daughter's hungry. Let's say Conway down and out. He don't got nothing. Somebody give him something. A racist person give him a job sweeping floors. That man called Conway all type of niggas in his face. Regular Conway, go hit him in his mouth. If Conway has no
more than that,
yeah. But if Conway has no other options and his daughters are home starving, guess what? He's gonna eat that. Pause. He's gonna eat that for a while until he get into a position where now he can go ahead and bust yo in his mouth. That's the same way before we were born with civil rights, and you say, oh, the white people treated the black people like this. They had no options yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your morals and all that shit changes with your environment and what you got.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that
Yeah.
shit. And when you looking at somebody, and yeah, we picking on Stephen A. Smith, like, because you got the biggest mouth and you got the most to say. He's coming from a perspective of saying, well, Kyrie, you losing this money. Kyrie got that option because Kyrie's already wealthy.
Exactly.
He's already wealthy. Now
invested in other shit and all that.
Give me the vaccination. I'm a rookie coming in. Yeah, well, I guess I'm taking it. Fuck, my morals and standards is out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you fucking want to change your fucking life. He can do what he want to do, but like even Stephen A. Smith, like he did his little. He hate Aaron Rodgers for 2 seconds and then say he's still a bad man. He did that because he light sucking white dick regularly, bro.
And guess what? He's outnumbered over there.
And
he's racially outnumbered. We gotta know he's the token black dude over there, bro.
I'm trying to remember that. I'm trying to remember that
because
dude.
if Stuart Scalp's still alive, he wouldn't be over there.
And then the shit that make it even worse, where I see. This is why I say that he has creative control over his show First Take.
He does have creative control
because Keyshawn Johnson is on there now. Yeah, combats him and says everything that we would say. Right. And he is still on that bitch every fucking week. Not saying, not going to his Twitter, acting like ESPN is changing his. No, it's not. Is this motherfucker is a coon. This motherfucker is a goofy. And he knows he's fell into the joint of, if I say this, it's going to be me shot value. And then when everybody don't know, he gets paid off of his clips that just show him on ESPN. So he's going to make sure he has clickbait.
He has a great contract.
He has clickbait. It's not ESPN is not making him not say what he don't want to say, bro.
Mm-hmm. Unless it goes against the others. If it goes against the others, just like when it was an uprising about him saying something about that Asian baseball player, he claimed nobody said no. They came to you and told you that Asian community mad, bruh. They can't. I don't give a fuck what he said. He said, no, I did that on my own merit. No, you didn't. You didn't apologize on your own merit because in the same breath, you disrespected, what was that Nigerian basketball team? What was it? You know what I'm saying? And nobody came to you because there was no community to give an uprising.
Nigerian community uprising.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But that Asian community, come on, man, he was capping.
But if you notice all these black celebrities, what group of people are they apologizing to? Everybody else.
Shit, that nigga apologized.
The LGBT community.
That nigga apologized to Kevin
Durant. What I'm saying is that we can talk about each other all day long. Mm-hmm. Same way how Dave Chappelle said on his stand-up.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Same way he said on his stand-up, on his older stand-up, the ones he had back when they told him that he couldn't say the gate, like, you know.
But he could say a nigga 1,000 times.
He said because you're not. He said, well, I can't talk about gays. He said, well, why do you let me say nigga 1,000 times? He was like, because you're not gay. He said, I'm not a nigga either.
And it's the same way on the algorithm of these social media. Because I'm gonna tell you something the other day. I made a comment on the Murder Inc. page, right, about a dude who killed a girl. I said he's a coward. Instagram immediately. Nah, you can't put that up.
You can't put that up.
Because I said he's a coward, right? But if you look on the page, it's nigga. I'm like,
yo. Because I said what they have been doing with social media. Once it came in, they're shifting the generation to be controlled under one type of mindset. That's what the Me Too movement was all about. It wasn't really about, women getting their freedom, but as long as they pushing the agenda that they want to have control of the masses. Back during our time, our parents wouldn't dare give up our right. And it didn't matter if they was white or black. They didn't want to give up their rights, their constitutional rights. Facts. Social media started making everybody give up their rights to freedom. When you think about it, you got people now saying that we more safe if you give everything back to the government, the power back to the government. Like when you have issues with like police in your community, we don't need the police there. Let the federal government take over. Like you see what I'm saying? No, the people in your community, y'all control the police department. It's supposed to be your neighborhoods that you grow up in. You become police. You become the politicians and control your community. But everybody is going, give it to the government. And the government right now is feeding everybody here. We giving you this free money. We give you this. They want you to believe that they are the answer. They controlling all of this. They want everybody to have the same mindset. That's why when you speak out against the system itself, they try to find ways to ban you. And people are actually helping them attack and switch the agenda. We basically giving all our rights away.
You know what's so crazy though that you said about that though, the Facebook and the nigga. Now they will ban you for the GER. But because
they ban
we
you
so
for everything, bro.
If they have banned one person for NIGGA, the whole black community is gonna go crazy,
bro. The dude,
I'm just,
listen,
I agree, but I'm just saying it need to happen though. They know. They know.
Slick with it. That's like the same thing. Same post you talking about. I said that if he didn't do it, I feel sorry for him. I said, but if he did it, I went fuck him. As soon as you hit the button, it's saying, this words like this, bullying. So you stop it.
Right.
So then I changed it and put the F, the A, the pound, and then the K, hit it. Bang. You can't even say anything. Like, you cannot talk against somebody who just killed another black person. You cannot talk about them.
That's why I spelled things wrong. I spelled things wrong on purpose on that.
Yeah, as long as I had to make the word long with the K in order for you to.
They'll get you later.
Yeah, I spell everything wrong now. I do that if I'm being derogatory.
I got banned for some shit I said 5 years ago. So.
It comes back. They get Andy all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll get you later. Like, it's just the fact of if like you put cracker up there, and it's in the sense of you're talking to a person. Yeah, it's out of here because white people don't want to be called cracker.
Yeah, because
niggas want to be called niggas, bro. So
not me.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
Niggas is. So that's like when I was living down in South Carolina. When I seen black people with the Confederate flag, I was confused. What is this? The same way we took back the word nigga, we taking the Confederate flag back.
Bro.
It's all. That's because you live down south for a while.
But here's my thing, though.
And I know what you're talking about.
All them niggas was running around A-Town stomping with the bitch on that back.
But here's the thing. You know why I said I don't like these new. Why I keep saying I don't like new niggas. Because they stupid. They fell for the trap.
These niggas old niggas.
They fell for the trap.
Old niggas.
When everybody gets racially motivated, think they doing stuff. When they started going around busting up them statues, and I'm going, these motherfucking statues been around your entire life. You did not give a fuck about these statues until now. Why are you letting the media control you? I said all you doing is setting up. They making you, they fishing. They letting you do shit so they could turn around and give you that same energy. So what did they start doing? As soon as you start putting people up like sorry, what you call it, got killed by the officer down with his knee on his neck. George Floyd. As soon as they put up the George Floyd statue, boom, they break it. What you gonna say? You just destroyed their shit. What are you gonna say? Like, what are you gonna say?
White niggas don't have
no. What I'm saying is that's how the bait shit start. What are you gonna say? You breaking shit and they going, okay, if we do that to your shit, because we didn't have a lot of black people post, statues posted up everywhere. Now with certain things starting to happen, now we starting to be the ones to get the statues, but since we started destroying the statues and it became exposure nationwide, now when a black person got something up, it's being destroyed now. You can't say nothing because your people already did it.
I thought it was always stupid too, but some of the people that was up didn't fuck with white people either because they didn't think they were white people.
Yeah, but it's
so it's like, who gives a fuck if it go down or not? But truth be told, shit, I was with it too because at a while I was like on the fence. You know what? You right. You bitches don't never give us nothing. You gave us a Harriet Tubman museum that's all the way in the fucking middle of a county where niggas can't even drive to it or go see it if they don't have a car.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? They take care of that.
Okay, but guess what?
White people take care of that.
But here's again, whose fault is it? Listen, whose fault is it?
Ours.
It's our fault. Let me tell you why. Because our language is always about what can they give us. We take all our money and give it to them. instead of building the things in our community. What you think slave owners did, slaves did back in the day when they were slaves and had to become free? They didn't expect the white people to do anything for them. They built their communities together on their own. Like we keep, in this day and time when we have more than what our ancestors used to have, instead of us taking our money, instead of us doing things to build ourselves, we always expecting the government to do it, or we always keep saying what they not doing for us. But you take your money and you go inside your house, everything in your house is made by a white person. You ain't supporting nothing black.
by a white person.
Yeah, everything you do and everything you got.
It wasn't made.
But it don't matter. But what I'm saying is that they're getting your dollars. They getting your
matters.
dollars.
It's because the black person that made it was stupid.
But that's what I'm saying. But the only way to fix our problem,
Or go back to what he said.
But-
wanted to get that fucking family out the hood.
yeah, I get that. But the only way to fix the problems is actually supporting our own. We don't even understand the concept of that anymore.
Motherfuckers can't support.
Hopefully we can get to that, but let's
Yo,
flip the
hopefully
script.
we can.
Let's
'Cause
flip the script a
motherfuckers
little
got
bit.
Shit, don't,
flip that
you,
script.
it make
Let's
it
flip
hard
the
for you to
script.
Yeah, we
support
flipping
them.
the
Let's
script.
flip, let's flip this
It make
flip
it
the
hard
script
for you
to
to
something
support
else
them.
though. Let's flip the script.
That's a fact.
So something tragic happened. First of all, condolences to them people at Travis Scott had
Travis Scott
had a festival.
Oh, you talking about the fentanyl people?
Yeah, Astro World. I mean, I think it was like 8 or 9 people lost their lives.
I only feel bad for the fucking kids.
I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for everybody. I mean, nobody expects to go.
10-year-olds at a fucking.
I mean, it's 10-year. See, we're not gonna get into why.
This is my thing. When has this ever happened before?
It's happened.
Oh,
It's
it's happened
happened
a lot
plenty
of
of
times.
times.
Now,
This is the point.
Now watch this. How many times have it gotten this much media exposure where they actually blaming the artists?
It hasn't. That's the problem.
How could
because
he see,
this shit?
I'm even looking at the videos. I'm like, how could he see that with all them people
Because
coming?
it was white people running on stage saying, "Someone's dying."
Exactly, and it's a black artist up there.
That's the point. That's the point of keeping the same.
You holding a black person responsible because it's hot in there, and I got on
They was
hoodie.
outside.
Listen, well, it's hot, and I got on a hoodie, and instead of me going like this and taking my shit off to get some oxygen, I want to have on my hoodies because I was watching people videos that was there talking about everything that was going on, saying people had on hoodies. I said, why didn't you take your fucking hoodie off? Take your fucking shirt off. Take your fucking pants off.
Houston,
Take your
right?
drawers off. If it's that bad where you feel like
Take
you
your-
about to be dehydrated.
Is 37
I said-
talking like this?
I ain't
No,
taking
I'm
my
just
drawers
saying.
off unless I'm
just
taking a
saying.
shower or
No,
fucking.
No, listen.
Hello.
I'm just saying. If you can't, if you notice that
all
you having
on
a
nuts.
heat, you notice when you hot
Yeah,
and having
you
a
know
heat
that.
stroke. I had them before where I felt like I was gonna pass out. What do you start doing? God, you start taking shit off.
But white people are different.
But see, this is the point. This is the point when we talk about keep that
But
same
because I don't
energy.
take my shit off, the guy all the way up at the front, damn near a mile away, gotta suffer, and it's his fault.
Man, they gonna
And they make it. They make it. See, this isn't the first time it happened. It happens at
Rock
at
concerts.
all the time, and it doesn't. It's bad
Mothers
because
get beat up, fucked up, thrown through glass windows and everything.
he's one of the biggest artists in the world, and then I believe Drake is attached to this festival as well.
There was a lot of
so
things
so
there.
so
Drake, G Herbo.
No, what I'm saying, I'm talking about financially. Invested.
Financially.
It's a lot of black people financially invested
Yeah, Master P
in
invested
this
in that too.
in Live Nation. The whole what I'm saying. This is listen. Black people are invested in this. The black artists, the black media company, everybody, black all the way across the board. Something like this happens, and this is what the media does. Yes, condolences to those families. Like I wouldn't want to send my child or my loved one out to a festival and a concert for them to have a good time and for me to get a phone call and let me know that they didn't make it back home. Right. Nobody. That's a horrible phone call. Absolutely. For anybody, white, black. It's a horrible phone call.
It's a horrible phone call.
It's a horrible phone call.
But my thing is this: why is the concern only big when it's happening to white people?
And the concern is big when the black person is in charge of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why is that?
Because
Like
it's easier for
everybody don't understand. This is not. That's why I said they never switch. They never switch. They never switch what they do. They always been doing this to black artists. Back in the day, soon as gangster rap started coming in, motherfuckers, it got into the white America. They wanted to start blaming the rapper for stuff that was going on, but you didn't want to blame the movie producers who was producing gangster movies and motherfuckers going out thinking they Scarface and killing everybody. You didn't want to. They don't get the same type of energy to white people when they are influencing violence.
Look, now pause
They
on
don't
that.
do it.
Pause on that.
They never do it.
Before you get in, before you go in, it's another incident, right, that just came to mind, right? And I know for a fact if this would have happened to a black person, we would not hear the end of it. Now, you know, Alec Baldwin just got into some shit where he shot the person on.
Right.
Let that would be Tyler Perry.
The AD, right? But no, the AD on set,
Right.
that's in charge of that weapon. This isn't his first time this shit happened. This is his second time. This happened in 2017 where he was in charge of the pistol, and somebody got hurt because it was live rounds. It was swept underneath the fucking rug. This is not the first time. Let it been you or I, and I'm in charge of that pistol.
Yeah, we going down.
Shout out to Ava DuVernay. She was on the Breakfast Club. She said, I don't even allow guns on my set because me as a director, I'm in charge of that. And I don't know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at a gun. So I don't allow them.
Right.
And it's funny. It's crazy as a black person in that field. You got to take extra precaution like that because the consequences for you are different based on where the fuck you from and how you look.
Right.
Yeah, what's the girl name? I know she gonna, if she's there, she kill me. The one that danced in Kanye's video. Tatiana, what's her name? The one.
Oh,
what's her name?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor?
Yeah, Tiana Taylor.
Oh, she
I couldn't get Tiana Taylor. You just saw what happened when she performed, and somebody was passing out. She like, she stopped. It's like, no,
She
I'm
stopped
almost
the
at the end of my
whole fucking
career.
show.
She's like,
She stopped the
She's
whole-
like, that's
she
not
stopped the
happening.
whole
You
fucking
okay?
show.
You okay?
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, she had out of fear. She had to stop a paid concert because somebody all the way over there was passing out.
Yeah, Young M.A. did that shit like a couple years ago.
But is it because of and Travis Scott don't really make gangster music, bruh. He has a crossover sound. He has more of a pop. He has more of a pop sound. Is it more predicated to the fact that it's more black people in control of that festival? Because if you think about it, people passing out at concerts been happening since Michael Jackson been on stage.
But
For
that's,
decades.
I
mean, people got trampled when the Beatles was out. So
Yeah.
it's not something that's new. You know, people.
But is it more or less not? Is Travis Scott basically what I'm saying? Is he the fall person? He's the scapegoat for the black company that's running it? Because all these other companies that put on all these other festivals are not black owned, especially not the Michael Jackson shit ever.
But plus, and then on top of that, the era was different back then.
Death is death.
No, but I said no. But America wasn't sensitive back during that time the way they sensitive now. This is a whole
but what I'm saying is, so you think if a black promoter of Michael Jackson in the early '80s had people passing out, he would get the same treatment as the white company?
Yeah, because Mike.
I don't believe that.
I do because Mike couldn't do nothing wrong.
It wouldn't have been on Mike.
No,
it would have
that's
been
what I'm saying.
directed. I'm saying I believe Travis Scott is the fall person.
He is.
Because black people are running it, are promoting it. What I'm saying is, if it was Michael Jackson in the early '80s and people passing out, and a black company owned it, would they get the same ridicule as a white company? I don't think they. I think they will be thrown underneath the bus. I don't believe that it will just be.
Well, I mean, it's different transitions of Mike.
I think it all. In my opinion, I just think it all depends on who it is and who they muscle, the people that we don't see, the real movers and shakers.
But that's
whoever they muscle is.
See, it's hard for me to really give a fuck right now because, like, I don't like because it's so many different stories to it. Because y'all saying they passed out, but they're saying that the people died injected with fentanyl.
And I believe that.
Right?
Oh, they were out there.
And then
They was out there.
Then they blaming
Shit was like a Molly fest.
yo event because they're blaming him because he had allowed more people to come in the event than they supposed to have. So it was
Still not his call.
It was his call. Live Nation said it was Travis Scott's call to let the people.
That's the scapegoat, bruh.
But he's going along with it. That's why he's sitting there fucking like his girl just went on her fucking IG and was like he's sitting here feeling bad because it was his call
So
to
that's your
allow
question.
a couple more
watch
thousand
this.
people in
Okay,
it.
so he didn't let the
But
so let's say if he didn't let the 1,000 people in.
But
right?
the people
'Cause
died from fentanyl
That's what
shots.
I'm saying. That's what I'm about to say. I said so
the
if
security.
if extra people wasn't in there and they took the fentanyl anyway, are they saying that the extra people was the
It's
cause of the death?
It's the security.
It's scapegoat.
That's what I'm
It's the
saying.
security for me. Cause
It ain't the security.
It is.
It's the fire marshal.
I shouldn't have fucking said them in the
The
fucking
security.
security.
Insecurity.
The fire marshal
fire
is at
marshal
every
and
event,
security.
no matter if it's a concert, festival. The fire marshals are there. They
They
tell
go like
you what
this.
your capacity
I
is.
agree.
They go
I agree.
hand in hand,
Yeah,
though.
that's 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
They're both-
Security
because
tells
The
the
fire marshal number one.
Yeah.
Security tells fire marshal this how many people came through from the ticker.
Boom.
Yep.
Right.
Fire marshals walk around the event to shut it down.
Oh,
yes
I know.
or no?
We know. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody in here
absolutely.
know that. Yeah,
But
everybody know that.
the thing is, security let niggas in that bitch with needles.
But security
Your
always.
security.
Yeah, they let the-
First of all,
Yeah, they do, but
we talking black entertainment. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, black people. We going with the cheaper route and we going with the uninsured security. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
That's-
uninsured, unbonded.
this not the
security.
first one. This not your first one.
How many times you went to the club and you may know the bouncer?
Yeah, and the guy in there with the motherfucking lip on
Now,
me. You heard?
me
Huh?
knowing you and I'm in charge of security and I know you're my boy. I'm still telling them, check Conway, please.
But
Please, no.
motherfuckers ain't.
Check Conway. See, that's
Because
what
niggas
happens.
gotta-
You get
See, I
familiar.
wouldn't say. I would ask Conway first, like, bro, you got.
No.
you got
Fuck
something.
him.
Niggas got
Fuck
it.
him.
They got it.
Fuck
They
him.
got
Because he
it,
gonna
man.
lie to you in your face like, nah, I ain't got it.
Niggas got
He
it,
be like,
man.
nah, I ain't got
With
that.
they
Nah,
lip-
nah. Yo, check him. Like, please. Him right
Motherfuckers got in
there.
the club with the lituation a couple times.
That's
But I'm
what
just
What is
saying.
it? Oh, I just called a Peggy Sue.
But this not your first fucking event. This like the 6th fucking Astro World tour. I mean, concert in this area. This not the first one. So how did all of a sudden everybody, because niggas just saying fuck it because nobody got to come to the one last year because
It's so
it was
much deeper than
shut
that,
down.
yo. For
like
me-
it is deeper, but for me, it's not on them. But if you're going to sit there stupidly and say, yeah, I let security allow more motherfuckers in here, so instead of security going to push that shit back, like because he allowed motherfuckers in here, we didn't feel like checking everybody.
But another thing,
it's
too.
on you.
Another thing, too.
Bury these people.
First
and
of all,
let that shit go.
the artist, if he can get more people to come in there and see him, is bigger for his brand. A lot of times they do the shit because a lot of people don't have an opportunity to see you every day. So if you give me the green light, like, yo, we can get more people here, yeah, let them in. They don't get to see me. You know what I'm saying? But this is also a gateway for another company, another concert company to say, look, man, you know, and white one. You ain't got to deal with Live Nation no more. We take care of all that shit you went through, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get a little bit more, better security. This is all the fucking setup. All the setup.
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck a thing you'll get hit with a fentanyl shot.
I mean, I don't know, but rest in peace to those people that was at Astro World. But let's flip it. Let's keep on going because we are partying today. Y'all boy was on the witness stand.
Who, my boy?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
My niggas will change their hair and go gingerbeard before they go on the
Kyle
stand, yeah.
Rittenhouse.
They go dreads, change their
Yo,
names
did
to
you
numbers.
see? First of all, did you see the video?
They change their
Okay,
names to
most
Most of
numbers.
the video.
I cried harder than that taking a shit. Like that's me on the toilet like that. He got my toilet face.
And I fuck with the judge. The judge said, we're not going to take that in consideration. Let's go to recess. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. Man,
First of all-
no, they saying that his defense is saying that this judge don't like white people. He's white. How a white man don't like y'all?
Just like
but
black
you
people don't
You
like
just
some
don't
black
like
people.
a fucking killer, bro.
Yeah, and you know what's the sad part about
He's a
this?
killer.
Yeah, he is. He a killer, but the sad part about it is that, you know, motherfucking black people get mad at me. I see the same in
I
both
think he's getting
races.
off.
I see the same. No, I don't think he's getting off.
No.
I think he's getting off.
I don't think he's getting
I
off.
think he might.
I think he.
This might sound. I'm gonna tell you
People
why I
forget.
think he might. When you have somebody like LeBron James and say, "Look at him," he like he just ate a daggone lemon. He ain't crying for real. But that plays
No.
into the sympathy.
But
I don't think so.
And the reason why I say this, I put up a video. You check my page. I put up a video of Kyle Rittenhouse crying. Right. All these black folks like he's bullshitting. He's full of shit. He's guilty. He's guilty. I seen one white person from my page that I know from high school say, "Man, he was having a mental breakdown." He was.
That's because that's that cop out.
And the majority is
because and that's why.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
The majority
Right.
But this is the thing though.
Okay, but that's the.
You can't put the person that's in charge of your fucking life on a standstill now. I don't give a fuck if he's white or black.
This is what need to happen.
He is going to fry him.
Listen, this is but see
the
this
jury
is,
don't have the last. The jury don't have the last.
Hopefully.
The thing is, Nick, this is how you know a lot of motherfuckers never been to court. The jury don't have the last say so. The jury can say not guilty. The judge
can say guilty.
You're a bitch ass is going to jail for 25 years.
Yeah, he can. He can.
It happened a lot.
Yeah, he can. He can take. The judge can take right over. Can take right over and do that. And the fact of the matter is with that is that the thing that I don't like about it, why we gonna keep having this battle back and forth, because we don't care about life anymore.
I really don't care because he killed 2 white people.
But see,
I just missed what you just
see
said.
what I mean. But
I
see,
don't care because he tried to kill 2 white people.
okay.
A lot of people feel like that though.
What?
A lot of black people feel like they don't care because he took out some white people. Like,
okay, but
a lot of people feel like that. I can't, you know.
But here's the thing. Well, that's where I have a problem with. I have a problem with this forever. I grew up with a grandmother who told me how she had to watch white people treat her parents and the stuff she had to go through. My grandmother, because of that, still is traumatized by that. She don't like white people. She just don't.
A lot of people in our culture don't.
Because she came up in a time. But I be trying to say to her, if you agree with Martin Luther King, if you agree with the stuff that was going on about us getting past that, I understand if somebody been shitting on you for a long time, at some point you got to help break the cycle. So I can't look at any situation and just go when I see a white person get me be victimized. I don't go, oh, well, they not black, well, I don't care. I care about life, period. You know the type of work that I used to do. You know the type of work that I used to do. My brain, you get what I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But my brain never once based anything off of race when I'm doing my stuff. You know when I start, you know when I start. No, it's not that. It's just simple fact
I get what you're saying because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm empathetic and sympathetic for everybody. But I get what you're saying.
You know why it's going
And
that
I'm going
way?
to tell you why in the future.
Listen, the reason why I said that I have a problem with that is because I think that our people, just like even in the past, need to be the leaders and set the example since the powers to be can't do it. Since the powers to be are not responsible enough to say, hey, we fucked up a culture and a race of people that keep having conflict. Let's change the narrative and give them back they 40 acres and a mule. Let's rehabilitate them. Let's bring them back like we did the fake Jews the way they supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Have you done?
And
I'm going to smoke on a Parlax pack.
Listen, I don't mean to offend. I ain't going to use the word fake. I'm just saying that because of history and what I've learned, it is what it is. We ain't getting into that. If they choose to do that, things would get a whole lot better in the future. But because we know they're not, we gotta be the ones to change the narrative and say, hey, when our people fuck up and do shit that they culture that ain't right, we gotta stand on and say, hey, that motherfucker fucked up. He shouldn't done X, Y, Z to white people. We have this tendency of doing this. Well, they did it to us. We gonna do it to them. That's the wrong type of attitude to have, or the cycle gonna keep continuing.
No.
The motherfucker killed 2 white people.
I can agree.
He shouldn't have killed 2 white people. The motherfucker need to go to jail. No
Can I break it down
for the motherfucker whatsoever.
I agree to disagree. Like
Can I break it down?
I agree to disagree.
Can I break it down?
I agree with most of what you said.
My man Hove came out the courtroom and said, I'm great smoking a Parlax pack, right? I ain't smoke one of those Parlax pack. The reason why I say I don't care is because I am one of them people that say, yo, I'm tired of seeing the killing in my fucking hood on a regular basis with us, right? And then I go into a fucking Fox 45 and see these same white people who probably live around the corner but living a little bit better saying, oh, that's all they do over there in that jungle. That's all they do over there, right? Mm-hmm. But we're talking about a fucking kid who came across state
He's not a kid. He's not a kid.
Listen, the nigga was a kid.
How old is he?
He just turned 17.
Niggas, yeah.
17 years old when he
Look.
Hey, look, if you 16 and can divorce your
Look.
parents and do grown up shit, you
Look,
ain't no kid no
the
more.
nigga, the kid, because he's a kid to me. Like
He ain't no kid to me.
He's a kid to me.
He not a kid to me.
I chastise kids. I see him. Look, the motherfucker came across state line, right?
came from Illinois
With a fucking weapon, bro.
with an assault rifle.
To say that he was going there to help. He was going to help a fucking riot, right? Now this is where it gets
He
wicked
not no
and
kid.
spooky at. A black person died, right? Right? The reason why they was no. Listen, a black person died of why they was rioting, right?
They were riding because a black person died.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That was for the George Floyd, nigga.
It was for George Floyd.
It was for George Floyd.
They were riding
right?
because of George Floyd. That's what he's talking about.
So, out of everybody, we riding for this black person, right? You only was able to shoot at 3 white people because there wasn't no niggas out there. It wasn't many niggas out there riding for George Floyd.
Negroes.
It wasn't these people out here riding for George Floyd, right?
Yeah.
It was white people because they wanted to say that they was like us, bro. They wanted to say that they was with us.
Right.
I do not give a fuck because when it comes down to it, all the people that was out there riding that had your back, the one that actually didn't die, no one came in for his defense. They was all there saying, "Oh, we got you, But when it was time for his time to defense, for a motherfucker to come for his story, nah, because that's our race. I do not give a fuck because at the end of the day, you do not give a fuck. When we are out here murdering our own and a motherfucker is done, they do not give a fuck. They look at us and they say, "Oh, la-di-do, another one did."
Some do, but what about the ones that's out there? What about the whites that's out there that actually was marching and fighting and making the change?
Because when Martin Luther King was taking the bricks to the head,
them
white people weren't catching the boulder before it got there.
But it was white people out there
because they was in the
white
front.
People, no, because white people wasn't trying to hit
with some white people.
White people wasn't trying to hit their own. That's all. But you still had white people out there in the fight. Come on now,
end
bro.
of the day,
You can't,
but you know,
both of y'all right.
But you see where it's fucked up.
Both of y'all right.
Can't do that.
Both of y'all right.
A white person could walk with you, right, and be on the same trail. We just had it here for the riots here, right? The white people that was on the line, once it came down that they had to stand toe to toe with the law, the front liners became the back liners. They was not going to take the fucking abuse, bro. Them young boys told them white people stand to the front since y'all not doing shit. But if it was the other way around,
because
we would take the brick for them.
Listen, but okay.
We're gonna catch the brick.
But you know,
they
listen.
don't catch the brick for us.
Yeah, but you got to understand in that aspect, like white people respect the police. First, like in their neighborhoods, is a difference. You gotta look at the culture. You gotta look at the culture difference and where people draw the line.
At the same time, white people don't like the police.
Listen, but okay, that's what I'm saying. That's only
white people don't like the police.
That's only a certain group of people, and that's the people that don't have nothing.
I'm talking
but the
about
motherfuckers
here.
But the motherfuckers who have shit, white and black, they like the police. Now, the same motherfucking politicians that act like, oh, we against the police, got motherfucking police protecting them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
do. They got police protecting them.
They do.
It's a fucking game.
Do.
Like
they need protection.
It's classism. Racism is still there, but it's really classism, bro, at the end of the day.
I'm the only nigga at this table that get a fucking Christmas card from a Ku Klux Klan member, cuz I saved his fucking his son, bro.
So
I'm the only nigga that lets me know that he can turn it off and he wanted to catch the brick for me. But how I was introduced to him, I had the motherfucking 38, I had the shotgun, and I had the AR on me when I first met his father, bro.
They was all props. They was all props.
No, fuck that. They was
all
real.
props.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
They was all props.
They were real. I had that shit. Them niggas was pointing that shit at me.
Yeah,
only reason why that nigga calmed down, because he's found out that I played football, bro. Then I stopped from being a nigga. Why you bring this nigga here to why? Oh, your name Conway? Oh, come in the house. I could probably say I'm the only black nigga that walked inside the motherfucking Ku Klux Klan nigga house and see the sheets and got to come and talk to niggas. And that's on my mother.
Okay, and listen, and I agree with that, but it's just like it's exposure,
But when
bro.
outside of that, he don't like you niggas.
Let me tell you why. And when we tell you why, because he
can turn it off.
Because
He can turn it on and off.
Just like us.
But he ain't catch no brick for fucking Martin Luther King. We would have caught the brick. I would catch the brick for him from there because he fucked with me.
But every dude,
you see what I'm saying?
But every dude ain't gonna catch a brick. I tell people all the time, listen, Conway, you different from me because I look at it like this. I'm not this person that's gonna be all pro-black. I already told you, already knew when all this shit was going on, and you kind of feel the same way. I'm not pro-black about anything because I'm not pro-white. I'm pro-right and wrong. And that's not judged by the color of your skin. It's not judged by your gender. It's not judged by your sexual orientation. I'm pro-right or wrong. I always been like that since a kid. How you think I survived the hood and not get caught up in gangs and caught up in groups? Because I didn't think like a follower. I was always taught by my grandmother to be an individual. And she said 9 times out of 10, if everybody's doing it, it's the wrong fucking thing to do. She said because if everybody was right, the world would be a peaceful, happy place to live in and less death. She said so 9 times out of 10, if the world is fucked up and everybody agreeing with something, if you rolling with them, you're a follower, and what they standing for is fucking everything up. So I always been an individual.
The ops all the time. I don't give a fuck. Because I get called the ops all the time. Because niggas say, yo, you always going against the grain. I do not give a fuck, bro. Because some of you motherfuckers.
Well, going against the grain is just standing on your own.
But
because I got accused of that too, but I stand on my own. Like, that's just me.
Yo, Rittenhouse was celebrated in a bar. He was drinking at 16. Yep. He violated his parole. He didn't go to jail.
White supremacists definitely put him on a pedestal.
He didn't go to jail. So
you said he didn't go to jail?
No, he didn't go to jail. After they had a picture with this motherfucker. Boom, 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 boom. Drinking in the bar he wasn't supposed to be in.
He got booked because that actor got him out.
They was taking pictures of him.
The silver spoon motherfucker.
He was only there for.
That silver spoon motherfucker got him out.
He was only there. He didn't go booking. He went to the fucking he went to the parole office. He didn't go to bookings. He went to a parole officer. His parole officer, that nigga, that person came to the parole and got him out, bro. He never even went into a jail. He was caught doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing while he was underneath a fucking parole. Like, I do not give a fuck, bro. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, he's up there fake crying because he feels privileged. He do his white privilege cry. That same white
that shit was definitely staged.
That same white phony ass cry. And then his defense fucked up when they zoomed in because they tried to act like they was trying to show a point.
But he can't cry.
He was pointing the gun at the
nigga. He's not hurt. That's why he can't cry. He's not remorseful.
He's not hurt.
He's not remorseful.
He just was taking, man. He took
a life.
Right after that happened, and even when he got out, they got pictures of him in the bar.
Yeah.
And people they taking pictures with him in the bar.
He's a champion.
He's smiling, like taking pictures in the bar.
You would have thought that he killed another black man. He became a star because he's killing people that was riding for a black man.
That's exactly white supremacy,
and that's why
absolutely.
And that's why. But to see, but that's why I say Conway's concept. I see where he's coming from, but I don't never want to take that same energy and give it to a white person that don't deserve it. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. I don't take it. I wait till I get to that motherfucker and see how a person is. I'll have dialogue with a person first if they have it there. But if they on some, fuck you tip, and that's the energy they want to bring, then that's the energy they get. But I'm never going to take my anger due to what other white people do and then come across another white person and then try to give them that same energy. I'm not doing that.
All them white niggas I know, they my niggas for like 30 years, bro. They know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they also know that I don't fuck with that kind.
I'm the same way.
I'm the
same way. But I know what you say. I give the energy to who deserves it. That's what I think.
That's who I give it to.
I think at the end of the day, we had 2 different journeys, and then I ended up doing something of your journey, but not your journey. You feel me? Which made me put me on a more pedestal of fuck some of them.
Point taken. Yo, give your final thoughts. Flesh, give your final thoughts, man. Tell these people keep that same energy, man.
Man, it's the same thing, man. I just don't like people that don't stand on principles. Your principles, the truth. I was always taught the truth, and I'm a believer of the Most High. The truth gonna be the truth, regardless of what we decide to do. Like it is what it is. If you're gonna say that you stand for this, the scenario should not change depending on who's in the scenario. It should not change. It's supposed to stay the same. Like I told people, people look at me crazy because I said that if my son kills somebody and it wasn't in self-defense and he went out and killed somebody, I'm snitching on that nigga. You got to go to jail. Because if somebody would have killed you, I expect that motherfucker to go to jail.
I agree with that.
So if you kill somebody,
I'm not hiding for him.
I don't care. I'm not gonna be on TV talk about my son this, my son that. No, fuck it. You killed somebody and you went out. You own it. You man up and you fucking go to jail. Period.
Andy, yell at the people real quick.
Hey, I just witnessed greatness. That's it.
Pard, that's what's it. Go ahead, Conway.
For me, I get what Cuz saying, but at the end of the day, keep the same energy for both sides, but don't fucking only care about your side and expect me to give a fuck about yours. So at the end of the day, keep the energy. If I see you keeping it the same way, I'm going to keep it the same way.
Facts. It's nothing for me to say, man. Y'all done said it all, man. It's been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. I'm Eric. Go ahead and say what your name is, my man.
You already know Killer, man.
Say what your name is, brother.
Andy.
Okay, and
Ark Maurice, soon to be 37.
all right, bad. We see y'all the same time,
Say 2 months
same Unified channel next week. Peace.
Yeah.